Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. I'm your host, Pete Pardo, publisher and CEO of SOT. Today we got a pretty cool new debut double album from a New York progressive rock / hard rock act called Epic Tantrum. All right. Abandoned in the Stranger's Room. Very cool cover art there, right? Like I said, it's a double album. Some of you may be saying, who are Epic Tantrum? So they are a 4-piece band from Syracuse, New York, a bit upstate from me, all right, who have been around actually as a group in various formations since around 2007. So they've been kind of working on this thing they're calling Epic Tantrum for a number of years. Finally, a couple of years ago, they finally got around to actually recording stuff. All right, they've got some demos and things, and then they decided, all right, we're going to go and do our debut album. And why is it a double album, you might ask? All right, it's kind of a double album of sorts. All right, the actual new album, the new release, the debut release is called Abandoned. That makes up disc 1 here, and that is all original pieces. All right. Of very kind of up-tempo, but at times moody, progressive rock, some hard rock and metal influences in there as well as some jazz influences, right? You can tell, like, one of the things I stated in my review on the website is that at times I hear a little Rush. I also hear, like, Tiles. All right, and Tiles have always been compared to Rush, and they're from the upper Midwest. Okay, they've been around for a long time, veteran band. A lot of the riffs kind of remind me of both those two bands at times. You know, there's a lot of riffing going on, very fine riffing, I might add. Very cool vocals. All right, little bits of keyboards and spots, right? But then there's, like, every so often, you know, the guys have proclaimed to be big fans of Steely Dan. You can hear, like, little kind of jazzy bits here and there. All right, kind of like, you know, those real intelligent kind of like sophisticated Steely Danisms, I'm going to call them, that are plopped into a couple songs here and there. So you've got the first disc, again, is called Abandoned. That's the new album, right? And then on disc 2, you know, Abandoned in the Stranger's Room. So the Stranger's Room is actually their home studio where they record, where they've been using to record a lot of their material. So in the Stranger's Room is actually a selection of tracks from their earlier demos, some earlier songs, as well as a couple tracks from Abandon done live in the studio. Okay? And I will tell you, the live stuff from live in the studio, disc 2 here, fairly heavier than the album Abandon itself. So a lot of I can imagine these guys live on stage are a powerhouse because the energy is just dialed up a bit more. Okay, but, you know, both are really good, very good, sophisticated, modern-day prog rock. I think most folks will really dig this. Maybe a little Porcupine Tree in spots. Okay, so you got some great artwork, some really catchy tunes and haunting melodies, blistering guitar work. Who's in the band, you might ask? We got Peter on guitar and vocals. You got Paul on guitar, vocals, and keyboards. You've got Greg on bass and vocals, and you got a guy named Z on drums. Got a couple of guest vocalists appearing on a few tracks here and there too, but you know, nice to hear a little bit of female vocals in a couple spots, and very cool stuff. Like I said, the songs are well written. I think this is very kind of classy and mature stuff for, you know, a band's first album, but, you know, they've been around for a while. Together, you know, writing and recording together and hanging out together and jamming together and all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of tell that these guys, this is not like their first day at the rodeo. Okay, so pretty cool stuff. I'm digging it. Abandoned in the Stranger's Room, double disc set from a very cool band called Epic Tantrum, which I'm sure we're going to be hearing a lot more about. If you live in the Syracuse area of New York, from what I understand, they do play live quite a bit up there, so you'll want to go check them out. Make sure you go to their Facebook page, check them out, give them a like, and go purchase this album. I think you will enjoy it. You will not regret it. All right. Visit us on the web for a full review of this album, this CD, at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. We'll see you guys. That's it for today. So probably see you guys at some point over the weekend. A lot of stuff going on the rest of this week, so I'm going to be kind of torn away from the desk here. But we'll see you then, all right? So take care. Bye-bye.